Hey, Fandom, it's me, Aaron, for a comic show spotlight. This is on Superman. You guys already saw Iron Man 3. Some people hated it, some people loved it. Well, Superman's next. Is it just me, or is every trailer seems better than the last one? I mean, they're really doing something pretty cool here. I mean, part of me remembers that the final Green Lantern trailer was pretty good, so I'm like, cautious. But I'm excited about it, and I love the suit. I know people are like, oh, this suit, this, that, and the other. It's like, why can't he have something more alien? Why does he have to have like Earth-made looking spandex tights? And the spit curl. Who cares about a spit curl? You know, like if the movie kicks crazy ass and someone complains about it, saying that he didn't have a spit curl, I'm gonna have to try really hard not to like just spit in their face, because like, what the hell is this? Who cares? Oh, it makes little S. I don't give a shit about that. You know, like, who cares? But one rumor that's a little weird is Krypton isn't destroyed in this movie. Now, it's still a rumor, but some people have been putting that out there, and that would be weird. The immigrant whole dynamic of Superman could still work with a Krypton not exploded. The same way, I don't know, that people have their kids immigrate to America and they stay back in their home countries and, for a better life or whatnot. It'd be pretty funny if Zod is warring at Krypton, and Jor-El's like, well, here's a peaceful planet of Earth. I'll send him there to live his life in peace because Krypton is so warlike. And he gets there, I was like, oh crap, Earth is full of war too. But that's a really weird thing, would fundamentally change the origin of Superman. So I'm cautious about that. The other rumor that I'm actually very excited about, that I hope people aren't just messing with me, is Booster Gold might be in it. Like Channel 52 and Booster Gold, that just a cameo, just a little nod, that would be awesome. But anyway, enough about movies and speculation about movies. It's not even out yet. But here's what I want to talk about. Comic books. What comic books should you read to get prepared for Superman? What are the best Superman comics? This just came out, the essential guide to DC's graphic novels. It has plenty of good stuff. It's free at all finer comic book stores, including here. And there's a multi-page thing on Superman and different Superman books. So I'm going to talk about some of those. First up, this is my favorite one, my best, this is the best Superman. If you haven't seen it on DVD, there's an animated DVD, All-Star Superman. It's Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely, and it's just crazy ideas on every page. He's the man of tomorrow. He's just constantly creating new things, tinkering, just all kinds of crazy alien stuff. His Fortress of Solitude is like, it's better than the Batcave. The Batcave might have Earth science, but he has crazy alien ideas off of every page. Lois Lane was cool here. Every character gets their own little spotlight. And there's a quote from this that's used in the movie marketing about join us in the clouds. And it's just, if you're going to try any Superman thing and want like the actual essence of a ridiculously awesome Superman, not a hand-wringing like should I or shouldn't I Superman, but an awesome Superman, get this. It's great. And Grant Morrison also did the Action Comics New 52, which it's gotten mixed reviews. I dug it, but I don't dig it with a capital D, because then I'll have a bunch of people hating on me like, what about this issue? What about this? What about this? It's like, not all of his ideas were great, but what about that, Black Superman of Earth 23? That was pretty cool. 23, like Michael Jordan's jersey. Yeah, awesome. Anyway, this book, it's Richard Donner and Geoff Johns. It's the Last Son of Krypton, and this is the book where he fights Zod. So if you want a modern story of him fighting Zod, it's here. It's freaking awesome. It's great. And, Zod is actually something, if they did a big twist with Zod and he was just some goofball, I would be pissed, because you kneel before Zod. No one ever said kneel before the Mandarin. I mean, it's like, Mandarin? What? But this book is awesome. Get it. Geoff Johns is the man. Richard Donner did the movies that, are classics that people really don't hate on because they came out before the internet. And this book, it's your Jim Lee art. It's kind of like Batman Hush. It's Jim Lee art, but it's Azzarello writing it. Not my favorite. I dig it. I love Azzarello. If you are a big fan of Jim Lee's art, absolutely get it. Brian Azzarello did a Superman book called Lex Luthor, and it's just Luthor from Luthor's point of view. That's what my better recommendation would be. But, I know people go crazy gaga over Jim Lee art, so, knock yourself out. You might know Azzarello's Luthor from Azzarello's Joker, which is like wildly more popular, but it's the same exact concept. So, instead of Joker, it's Luthor. And you start to see Superman as this crazy alien that's here, that we just take him at face value, that he's here to help us, and he's not like a pre-invasion party getting information, spying on us, that him doing for us is actually detrimental to mankind in Lex's opinion, because we're no longer evolving to solve our own problems. We have this deity God here solving them for us in real life, as opposed to just praying to a deity and hoping that, he does stuff for us. This book got crazy mixed reviews. I loved it. I love Shane Davis' artwork, and I love JMS. I think the problem was this cover with the hoodie, and some of the early reviews, including Katie Couric said that it looked like Twilight Superman. No, he wore a hoodie because he was kind of in hiding. He was hiding from his destiny, and then his destiny came calling to him by someone coming to hunt a Kryptonian, poaching. But this book is great. I die in it. And if you want something that's truly modern, standalone, and not beholding to any of the past conventions of Superman, give it a shot. Moving on to all the origin books. Secret Origins by Geoff Johns. Great, kind of old-timey, great art, but I dig it. It's not my favorite. All Seasons. If you are a huge Batman Long Halloween fan, this is the same exact creative team, the same exact idea, totally classic, way more classic than Geoff Johns' one. It's, good old-time hokey Superman. It's Smallville, Americana, Norman Rockwell, all that stuff. If that's doing anything for you, check that out. Here's my favorite, and some of this stuff is lifted in the movie, Superman Birthright. It's Mark Waid, and you guys know about my love affair with Mark Waid, but this also introduced Lionel Yu to Fandom, who became huge on everything Marvel and on Mark Millar's work. And then here's what you should absolutely avoid at all costs. I freaking hate this book. Death of Superman and Return of Superman with his achy breaky Billy Ray Cyrus hair. This is just, I don't know. Everyone knows about this book because it was just this huge thing. Oh, they killed Superman. Then he came back, and they're like, yeah, you didn't get the whole Messiah, whole metaphor of that, die, come back. But anyway, it's not just that he dies and come back. I can deal with that. It's that he fights this doomsday, that it's just this empty cipher. It's not Lex Luthor. It's not a machination of Lex Luthor who moves all the chess pieces around. It's just this mindless juggernaut doomsday, which I imagine as so more comics. And they both punch each other, and the exact amount of times so they can both synchronize die, like synchronized swimming, like it's some type of performance art where they hit each other. There's no Superman doesn't say, oh, I don't kill, but I have to prevent them from killing Lois and whatnot, and make this hard call. They both hit each other at the exact right amount of time that they both fall and die at the same exact time. It was just so ridiculous and stupid to me. How many times have you played a video game, like a fighting game, like Marvel vs. Capcom, or any Street Fighter, any Mortal Kombat, where you and the opposing character both hit each other and fall and die at the same time? I mean, that probably happens so seldom that there's YouTube videos on it to prove that it has actually happened, because the book sucks. I don't like it at all. And what I really don't like is when people try a Superman book, they try that one, and they're like, okay, I'm ready to watch a Superman movie or a TV show or cartoon, but not really so sure I want to read another Superman comic book, or maybe not any other comic book. And if you really want to get adventurous and you're an edgy dude, if you like Mark Millar, if you like Kick-Ass, try Red Sun. Red Sun is this ingenious idea where it's like, what if the Earth was rotated like this instead of like this, and little baby Superman didn't land in Kansas, he landed in Russia and got raised by Stalin. Awesome, huh? Yeah, try that. And, get excited for the Superman movie. I hope it doesn't suck. Thanks, bye-bye.